iPhone 8.
Well, good morning, everyone. I am so excited to tell you all about the new iPhone 8 and the new iPhone 8 Plus. The design is all new. It has glass in both the front and the back. The aluminum band beautifully matches the finish of each iPhone 8. It comes in silver, space gray, and a beautiful new gold finish. iPhone 8 and 8 Plus is also microscopically sealed for water and dust resistance. And they have a new Retina HD display in each model. There's a 4.7-inch Retina display in iPhone 8 and a 5.5-inch in iPhone 8 Plus. Along with the displays, iPhone 8 and 8 Plus have new stereo speakers as well. They're 25% louder than the speakers in iPhone 7, and they have a deeper bass. iPhone 8 Plus has two new sensors in its dual camera. The wide-angle camera has an f1.8 aperture and optical image stabilization. The telephoto camera has f2.8 aperture. Using the new dual cameras and the A11 Bionic chip in the iPhone 8 Plus, the team has come up with a new feature called portrait lighting. When you compose a photo in the camera app using the portrait mode, the dual cameras in the ISP sense the scene. They create a depth map, they separate the subject from the background, and then using machine learning, it creates facial landmarks and actually changes the lighting of the contours over your face. You just swipe to pick a different effect for whatever you want to shoot. It supports LTE Advanced for fast networking connections, Bluetooth 5.0 for the latest accessories, and now with iPhone 8, with its glass back, we're enabling the freedom of wireless charging. We're really happy to tell you iPhone 8 is going to start with twice the capacity at 64 gigabytes and have a second one at 256 gigabytes. And the price will be $699. iPhone 8 Plus will have the same two configurations, 64 gigabytes and 256 gigabytes, and it will be priced starting at $799. We'll be able to pre-order them starting this Friday on September 15th, and they'll be available a week later on September 22nd.
This is iPhone 10. It is the biggest leap forward since the original iPhone.
The display fits edge to edge, top to bottom. It goes into each corner where it follows the tight curve of the design. It has glass on both the front and the back, using the same super strong formula as iPhone 8. It's engineered to be water and dust resistant at a microscopic level. It comes in two beautiful finishes, space gray and silver. iPhone 10 has an all-new display. It's called the Super Retina display. To start with, the Super Retina display is 5.8 inches on the diagonal. It's got 2436 by 1125 resolution. That's over 2.7 million pixels. It has 458 pixels per inch. Now, this is the highest resolution and pixel density ever in an iPhone. The Super Retina display uses OLED technology. In addition, the new Super Retina display supports HDR in both the Dolby Vision and HDR10 formats. How do you wake up your iPhone 10? Well, certainly you can raise to wake just like before, but now you can also just tap on the screen and it wakes up. So now, when you want to go to the home screen, you simply swipe up from the bottom and you go home. If you're running an app like Mail and you want to go home, what do? You simply swipe up from the bottom and you go home. So if you're in an app and you want to multitask, you just swipe up from the bottom, you pause for a split second, and you're in multitasking. You can now press the side button in, which has been made larger. And once you press it in, you can just talk to Siri. How do you unlock your phone with iPhone 10? The iPhone 10, your iPhone is locked until you look at it and it recognizes you. We call this Face ID. When you set up Face ID, you just follow the on-screen instructions, and it tells you how to move your head around in the camera so Face ID can recognize your face. And that's it. You do that once when you set it up. Face ID also works with Apple Pay. So to pay for things, you just double tap the button on the side, you look at iPhone 10 to authenticate, and hold it near the payment terminal to pay. It's that easy. So our team created something called Animoji. These are animated emojis. Animojis track more than 50 facial muscle movements. They've been meticulously animated to create amazing expressiveness. The way you create and share an emoji are right from within Apple Messages.
You said a little late.
Where are you?
You can pick from a dozen different animated emojis.
Unlocking it is as easy as looking at it and swiping up. And, you know, let's try that again. Ho, ho, ho. If I want to move between my applications, I can just swipe up and stop, and my other apps all come in. I can get at them with a tap. Just lift. It's just that easy. The tracking is just unreal. Let's check out this one.
iPhone 10 has dual 12 megapixel sensors, dual cameras, both a faster sensors, wider sensors, just like in iPhone 8. There's an f1.8 aperture on the wide-angle camera and a faster f2.4 aperture on the telephoto. So that lets in 36% more light to the telephoto camera. But the big news on the camera on the iPhone 10 is it has dual optical image stabilization. That means there's OIS on both the wide-angle and the telephoto lens. It really delivers a breakthrough in the photos you can take for selfies. Because now with selfies, you can take portrait mode photos as well. And it also supports portrait lighting, all through the front side true depth camera. Just like iPhone 8, iPhone 10 is also built for a wireless world. It has Qi charging through the glass back, and it will work with the Qi charging devices, like the ones that we mentioned earlier from Mophie and Belkin. iPhone 10 also comes in two configurations, 64 gigs and 256 gigabytes. It'll be priced from $999. You can order it starting on October 27th, and it'll begin to ship on November 3rd.
Thank you.